Lazy Susan spin around. Topics lifting off the ground. Movies, music, games, and TV. Stay tuned and you will see.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lazy Susan podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, we like to rotate through topics and conversations like movies, music, TV shows, video games, anything and everything. For those that have been here before, welcome back. We love to see you. How's everyone doing today?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Doing great. Doing great.
Real.
That's what's up. Always here with Adam and Todd. Should have said that off the rip. That's my bad. It's been a minute since I've done an intro. So yeah, man, what's new with everybody? How's everyone living?
Not too bad. A lot of Monster Hunter still in my life. Just getting around, like, I don't know, kind of in a slump as far as like doing anything else. I need to really get back into the swing of getting things done outside of Monster Hunter.
It's taking over your life, huh?
A little bit. So I feel like I've gotten some progression this week. So I'm kind of building back up to working on it because there's some other goals I have as far as like getting things set better on Twitch's side and, you know,
for the show you're talking about.
Everything
for sure,
to our show. You know, getting things a little more set up in a nicer way that's more engaging and welcoming to new viewers and passing viewers.
Okay.
So that's going to be like a goal I'm trying to work on. I just need to actually get to it.
Love it. Love to hear that.
I don't know. I feel like this week has been a blur aside from Monster Hunter for me, at least.
Okay. Hey, I mean, fast week, right?
Yeah. Too fast.
I can't wait for the weekend. I'm ready for this week to be over.
Anything special on the weekend for you?
No, just not working. I'm just looking forward to the weekend, man.
How about you, Todd?
Chilling, working, playing Monster Hunter. Beat it today, so that's cool. It's pretty good. Beat Days Gone as well. That was dope.
Hell
yeah. Got the Black Panther skin as soon as it dropped. That was dope.
I didn't know it dropped yet. That's awesome.
Of course,
That's
8 p.m. our time.
It looks sick too.
Had to go and get that bad boy.
Vampire Lord. It's a vampire like.
Oh, for Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, Marvel Rivals. It's Black Panther, and he's like wearing this sick suit of armor, but he's also he's like all vampired out, and he's like, I don't know. He's really cool.
I had a really dumb moment because you were talking. Oh, I beat Days Gone and got the Black Panther suit. I was like, there's a Marvel crossover with Days Gone. That's fucking weird.
No. There is some end game content in Days Gone too. When I beat it, and I was like, oh, there is missions that go afterwards. Adam was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, go, brother. Get into
it. He thought I was gonna be holding off on Monster Hunter even longer, but I
got around to it. But
I'm very happy.
Are you gonna go back to the end game content
in Days Gone?
Yeah,
I'd like to, but I just at this point.
Hey, don't do what Adam wants. You do whatever you like, right? That's what you're
but like if I'm not going to if I'm not playing Marvel Rivals, or I'm sorry, if I'm not playing Monster Hunter, I'm gonna be playing Marvel Rivals, which I need to get back into.
Do we know when the season ends?
For ranked?
No, well, just season 1 of Marvel Rivals. It's gotta be coming up.
I don't know if it coincides with ranked, but last
usually,
I checked,
right, like a week or so after ranked.
Last I checked, ranked was like 3 weeks out, and that was probably like a week ago.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Still have some time.
Probably figure that out real quick.
Adam, you still playing Marvel Rival? Well, I know you've been playing Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I've been trying to jump back in every now and then just to like do maybe a quest or two for the new event. I really got to make sure I clear out that event because I think they're also someone said something about them dropping a April Fool's something. I don't know if that was true or not. But then I did see that they also added a very short battle pass It's like a $4 battle pass or something like that for Venom. A specific character, and it's like you get like a bunch of little things for Venom, including a skin, which is he's just orange instead of, unless the internet was trolling, but I did see that slightly before we started the show. So
I'm pretty sure the internet was trolling because I saw
it says it's supposed to drop today, technically the 28th. So, and there was a lot of stuff on it. That's the only reason I'm like, it looked legit to me.
one of the things on it was
Twerking.
and was twerking
Yeah.
as an emote. I don't think that's
Said twerking.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it was like a lot though. So I was like,
Oh shit! Hold on, never mind. Orange Venom.
It's
It's
legit.
on the screen.
And he
Hold
twerks. Why?
I don't know if I mean, if the twerking
No.
is real, that's crazy.
No, he
but
doesn't.
Oh,
twerk.
okay. That would have been dumb.
the next level thing right there. That's the money puller. It's where they're really getting all their money from. Honestly, though, they would get a lot of money from that. A lot of people would go for that. So
I'm sure they would.
Oh, but you get a costume coin as well. Pick up bundle exchange for a costume of your choice. Is
Oh,
it
that's actually sick.
I don't think that's right though. You're only paying $3 for this, and you can unlock any costume.
Yeah,
The
that seems
costumes
crazy.
are more
Right.
than this,
Unless they're being generous.
They could be
Yeah.
generous.
I guess.
Okay.
Mhm.
But as far as it's 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks, 14 days and 2 hours until the competitive season locks.
Hell yeah. Super exciting for all those that play Marvel Rivals.
It is exciting because I'm gonna jump back in there for a little bit, get my rank up, see if I can go up to Eternity and chill.
Eternity
Oh,
and
yeah.
beyond.
Nothing like getting carried that far, right, Todd?
Goddamn right.
Aside from
Fuck
that, do we have
yeah,
anything
dog.
else as far as intros go? Or do you want to jump right into movies?
Let's get it.
Jump right into movies, man.
All right, we're jumping right into the movie.
Really only got one movie to talk about that's worth talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's more that we haven't.
Worth talking about is questionable, but
Fair.
Hold on.
we'll talk about
Elaborate. Wait, like you don't think it's worth talking about, or you want more?
It's whatever, man. I feel like we're all at that stage to where we're burnt out of the Marvel, and I'm with Marvel. I'm to the point to where I am with the Chicago Bears. I need to see it to believe it.
You know what?
So
That's fair.
Give
I'm
me
not mad at that.
something good, and then I'll be excited about it. But you're not gonna get me with the here's Robert Downey Jr. and oh, you're finally getting the fucking
100%.
X-Men with them. Like, yay! No,
I
dude.
agree.
Like,
I agree.
fuck you for the
You get
last 5 to 8 years of Marvel. So
Yeah.
that's how I feel about it. I
So
felt literally zero excitement when I saw the chairs lining up. I was like, cool.
yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't really care about that either. But as far as Marvel goes, if we're gonna, I mean, I know this is a TV show, but we're talking Marvel. The best thing I've seen in a minute is Daredevil. I'm all caught up with that, and it's been awesome.
And that makes sense because, like I was saying to you guys off the podcast, not none of, but 80% of everything that Netflix did with Marvel was really good. Really good.
Yeah.
With the small percentage of Danny Rand sucking and the mixture of other things just not being that relevant or like interesting, but
Defenders wasn't
primarily being
great.
exactly.
but
And it was
Also,
very short. It was like 6 episodes.
Cage. They fucked up with Luke Cage's villain and all that too. That
Sure,
was
yeah.
Yes.
Well, the first season of Luke Cage was amazing.
phenomenal.
no, is the first half of the first season was good. The minute they killed Cottonmouth, that shit was whack. I was like, dude, what are you guys
Okay.
doing? Like,
That's
I
fair.
was
I still
so
like the
mad
whole
at that.
season.
Oh,
I still
man,
like
I
the whole
was-
season.
Cottonmouth was
it was
great.
just maybe it was just
Cottonmouth
ruined
was
for me because I was not expecting it, and I was like, this is like the worst way to subvert someone's expectations because it was so. If I remember correctly, it was just like so dumb, like the way he was killed off too, and I was like,
Mhm.
man, he was a great character.
The thing that got me
Ruin
with those Netflix shows was how I feel like I don't give a shit about Daredevil, but the Netflix show was so good, and this new Disney Plus show is so good. It's the only reason I like Daredevil. aside from that, I don't really care about the
All
character.
right,
With it
The
being
show is really
Disney Plus, is it still as brutal as the first?
good. 100%.
okay, that's good.
100%. Right out the gate, they start with it, and I was like, "Oh damn!" And then the most recent episode, I was like, "Oh damn!" It's really good. It's really.
I
really
remember
good.
seeing in their trailer him like about to drop kick someone's leg, and it was like it cuts
It's
out
so
right
good.
before it
It's
happens.
so
But I
good,
was
dude.
like, I hope they show that. That's gonna
Yeah,
be dope.
the whole thing is really good. But I know we're talking about movies, so we'll
Yeah,
sidebar.
We'll get back into that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam.
No worries.
He's like, follow the fucking topic.
I don't care.
We're
It's
gonna-
Derek's show today, and he's
We're
the
gonna
host.
get yelled at, everybody, just so you know. As
It's
soon as we
Derek's
get
show
cut.
today. He's the host. He's the main.
So
However he wants to do it.
movies. We're talking about Avengers Doomsday, everybody. They sprinkled
All right, so
RDJ in front of everyone.
let's
Hey, look,
talk
get
about
excited.
Avengers Doomsday. What everyone's talking about with the Robert Downey Jr. It's split, right? Did we bring this up before when it was first talked about? I'm not 100%
I don't believe
sure.
we
if
I
we did.
mean, maybe, but it would have been very briefly.
Initially, yeah, the fans are super split on it. I was even kind
I
of
hate
like more dismissive, and I didn't really care for it. I was like, I feel like this is a bad move.
Mhm.
Then Derek kind of pitched me of what he thinks would like happen and why they're doing it this way, and I was more open to that. Like, if that's the direction they go, then I'm cool with it. I'll be like, all right. Still could have been something better, like maybe casted someone different. But at the same
100%.
time, if they do it the way Derek pitched it, and I'll let you take the mic and how you pitched it.
So the only reason I looked for this reason, or not looked for, but I'm not saying, oh, I'm super excited about this. I'm taking what they're giving. They're saying, hey, Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Dr. Doom. And it's like, okay, well, why the hell would they do this, right? And if they go about it this way, like I said with our other friends, I tried arguing it. I understand the frustration with it. I hated the fact that they casted Robert Downey Jr. to come back and play Dr. Doom. It's like, dude, why? Give someone else the fucking shot. However, with the story, if the story goes this way, which I would assume it does, but who the fuck knows? You have, they do the whole thing with the alternate dimensions or universes, and we already know the Fantastic Four isn't going to be from our universe, correct? It's a different universe.
Right.
Well, when they come to our universe, Dr. Doom is going to come to our universe too, but it's going to be it's not going to be Tony Stark. It's going to be, as if he was born as Victor. And he's going to come by and he's going to see his face everywhere and be like, what the hell? And see that this person, Tony Stark, was a beloved icon to everybody. He's the savior of the world, essentially, right? Made the ultimate sacrifice. So why wouldn't Victor Von Doom use that for his own personal gain to get the trust of these people, and have this evil turn out to becoming Dr. Doom? Like, it's going to be an origin story for Dr. Doom, I personally believe. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, Dr. Doom exists in this world and he's going to show up, because otherwise, why wouldn't have he been brought up as the main villain for the Fantastic Four movie? Because
Right.
Galactus. So I just think that he's just gonna be a shady kind of dude playing the, oh yeah, I know I look like this guy, I can be just like this guy, I can be your hero and manipulate the people and get them on his side. And then he puts on the Dr. Doom mask. What are you saying, Todd?
I can be your hero, baby. Is what he
No
said.
way. So yeah, something like that. Like, if that's the story they're going with, then it literally only works.
It fits with his character too, right?
Right, yeah, but if that's the story they're going with, where, oh, it's a different version of Tony Stark, then it only works if you cast Robert Downey Jr. So I'm just
Right.
trying to look for an excuse as to why this
Rationalize
would
it.
work. Yeah, I'm trying to rationalize why they would pick him, because otherwise I don't see how it works.
Okay. Well, how do you guys feel about the X-Men coming back to the OG X-Men, or majority
If they're
of?
gonna be in Doomsday, I feel like it's too much, but it's cool that they're coming.
I feel like they're going to play a very small part.
They would have to. Because otherwise, like I said, it's just too
I do
much.
think it's going to be a big key jingle. They might keep one or two of the OG people, and the only people I could see them possibly keeping is people like maybe Mystique or Nightcrawler or something. You know, see them bringing. Well, maybe. Well, yeah, you know.
Well, they brought the actress is coming back from Mystique, right?
I think, and for Night. Oh, I could be wrong,
And
but yeah.
Nightcrawler, yes.
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So like maybe they might keep some of the younger. Obviously, they're not going to keep the older guys. I mean, we're lucky enough to even get them in this next movie. Honestly,
Yeah.
just to see them perform as themselves.
Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart are probably like, dude, this is
they're
the last
pushing,
time
man.
I'm doing
Yeah,
this
literally.
shit. Like, leave me alone. I'm trying to retire.
RDJ is getting a look of how long he's going to be stuck to Marvel through them.
I'm sure he's about it.
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman's
the
doing
money
it.
keeps on pumping, right? Yeah.
Right?
Same.
Hugh Jackman's like, screw it, keep doing it. I'll ride this out to retirement.
Is there anybody you would like to see that was not announced? I don't know if you saw the full cast. I know there were several names that were left out. I think it's pretty crowded, so it's kind of like hardest when you want more, right?
Right.
I'm good.
Is there a Marvel character that you want to see in this movie? There's only one I could think of.
Is that not what you just asked?
No, I meant like, well, when I was asking.
I'm just happy we're getting Nightcrawler. That's the most important thing to me.
True. But I mean like a Marvel character that hasn't been in the series at all. Like not a returning one, a new one. Is there a new Marvel character that's been in the comics that you kind of would like to see in this that hasn't been announced? I can only think of really one that I would want to see, like I think would be a great move, and that would be actually kind of two, but the first one being Ghost Rider. I think it'd be cool to. I don't know when they're gonna if they're ever gonna add him, but
Sure.
Definitely would be a lot of really cool to just see Ghost Rider. But the other one would be Blade, obviously. Blade, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon.
Are you talking about Wesley Snipes Blade or
No, well,
Cottonmouth Blade?
Just Blade in general, but Cottonmouth Blade is obviously where we all like was hoping for. I'm gonna butcher his name.
Mahershala Ali.
There you go. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, I really wish he would have got his the movie properly
Agreed.
pitched and whatnot.
I was excited for him.
I was like, dude, he's actually really good casting for this. He's gonna be dope, and they kept on screwing him around. I feel bad for him. So
not for this movie per se, but I am excited for more Channing Tatum Gambit.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know when they're gonna dive further into that, but
well, he's in the casting, isn't he not? I thought he was.
He was.
Doomsday?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't
Yeah,
see
he
the
was.
list. Okay, well.
Yep. I just remember seeing everyone saying, "Wow, he really did make a name for himself."
That's so stupid.
Yeah, he is in there.
Hell yeah. Good for him.
Even Paul Rudd returning as Ant-Man's in there too. When they did the chairs, they had a
Really
little
fucking
tiny
bringing
chair. And
That's funny. Good for them.
that was the silly part.
Yeah, they gotta be a little funny.
A little wacky. All right.
True.
But that's
We
mainly
done
it
with movies.
as far as movies go. Yeah, I don't got anything.
Snow
else.
White sucks and it's bombing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I
want
don't know if it sucks. I never watch it, but I would assume.
No, it's
I
gonna
think
suck.
it's
gonna
safe
suck.
to assume that movie's
Yeah.
garbage.
All right. Let's move on to TV really quick. Derek's going to cover something on TV. Because we haven't been watching it. Well, at least I haven't been watching shit. I need to really get on my game, my TV game at least.
I've been watching Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. How you liking it?
It's good. The last
Where you
episode I just watched was the best episode.
So, spoilers for anyone that hasn't watched Breaking Bad. I know Adam hasn't. Can you give, without too much spoiler, like what happened? What
He's
season?
just killed Tuco.
Oh, right on. Fuck yeah, dude. That's a good one. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So you met the guy with the little bell?
Yeah, Tio.
Yeah, deal. Yeah. That's some shit, man. Oh man.
Is it his iconic scene? Is that what he's talking about?
No, that was in the first season. Tight, 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 tight. Yeah.
No, not that
Adam's
one.
talking about Tio. Right? You're talking about the guy with the bell?
Explosion?
Shut the Adam.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
That's an
Shut
iconic
up.
scene that I feel like everyone would know. Okay.
Okay, but like that's
Sorry.
anyway.
Jumping out of the airplane
Anyway.
and whatnot. Talking about his past.
so stupid.
In the wheelchair. No, that's awesome. So what is that, season 2?
Season
3? 2? Yeah, Breaking Bad's awesome. Love it. That's all you've been watching?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Adam has been watching nothing. Adam will never watch anything.
No,
That's
apparently.
how that goes. So yeah, no, Daredevil has been really good. I'm excited for episode 7.
Derek's
don't
been
know.
watching everything under the sun,
I've
actually.
been watching everything. I went crazy the past 2 weeks of just watching everything, man.
There's got nothing but time on his hands. He does it all.
That's not true.
Quiz him. Quiz him.
Father of
Ask him
7.
something.
Fucking
Don't
video
ask me
games,
something.
beat all the games.
That's not true at all.
Fucking watched all the shows. Watched
Video
all the
games have been
movies.
taken.
He also, for anyone who is curious, just went through and rewatched all 8 movies of Harry Potter amongst watching all of this stuff too. So he
Derek,
just
where's
has
your hyperbolic time chamber?
exactly. He just has unlimited time. He's all like,
Okay.
"Hold on, let me just freeze time and watch a fucking 8-hour binge session of whatever the fuck I want."
Yeah, I need to know where this
Just-
time
Yes,
chamber
that's-
is. Bro.
that's
He's
not what
hiding
happens,
it
man.
from us.
I wish I had a hyperbolic time chamber. No, man, but I have
It's
been watching a
gatekeeping.
lot. I'm not gaming as much as I usually do. I mean, look at you. You're level. What's your rank in Monster Hunter, Adam?
One.
Nothing like yours.
No,
Oh,
his
you
is
said
far
Adam.
exceeds mine.
I
Yeah.
just hit 11 on my second character.
Okay, right. What's your first one?
I don't know. It's like in the hundreds,
Yeah, like 150 something.
probably.
And your second character is higher than Todd.
No, it's
Right.
not. No, literally the same.
Yes. No,
You just said 11. Todd hit
9.
9. That's right. Get
After hitting
fucked.
high rank?
That's
High rank is 9.
crazy.
Oh,
Stop. Your second
Oh.
character is higher than Todd's. Anyway,
I know
that's
why.
neither here nor there. My character is like rank 70 something, right? So Adam doubles mine, right? So all that time that
And-
he spends playing more Monster Hunter, I've been watching shows. That's all.
I'm ranked 9.
You just started the game.
you steamrolled the
I
story.
beat the game. What are you talking about?
You beat the base story. You're just
I'm
actually getting
15
into,
hours into the game.
He's getting into the
Yeah.
meat and potatoes of the
My
actual.
70 something hours in the game.
Todd's
So,
getting
yeah,
into
you
the
just
actual
started.
meat and potatoes
Yeah,
of the story.
Todd just
'cause
started.
The post
I
story
literally
and
beat
high
the
rank.
game, everyone.
He beat the base story.
Base story is not that long. So yeah, no, Daredevil's been super good. Watch that. I've been caught up with a lot of these shows. So like I've been watching them like episodes like weekly, Severance just ended. Watch that every Friday. Yellow Jackets only has a few more episodes. Watching the newest episode tomorrow of that. The stuff that I binged to try to catch up on were Daredevil, The Pit, which is a medical show on HBO. Super great. That was surprising how much I liked that. I binged that in like 2 days. That one I'll give you. I sunk a lot of time into. And then Solo Leveling, that's the anime. Watch that every week. Also another show I've been begging Adam to watch that gets ignored. He just doesn't watch nothing.
You got me at a bad time. That's it.
I don't want to hear you lame ass.
Caught me with my pants
anime
down.
is crazy. He's
Yeah, like
refusing
I
to
have,
watch
I
anime.
have to beg him to watch anime.
I'm
Isn't
not
that
gonna.
crazy?
I am gonna watch it.
He's
Relax.
never gonna
dog.
watch it. He's
I'm
never
totally gonna watch it. You need to relax.
I'm not gonna relax. This is absurd.
And One Piece comes out next month. Can you believe that? Starts
I
up.
can't wait for it to come back. But so yeah, and then we're also catching up on the Righteous Gemstones. We were 2 seasons behind on that. It's on the 4th season. We're almost done with the 3rd. That one's hilarious. Super crazy show.
Yeah, that's with the church, right?
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Goodman is the pastor of a mega church, and it just shows how crazy those people are.
And it's got what's his name in it?
In a movie, Danny McBride.
No.
Walter
It's
Goggins.
based on a true
Or
story.
Walt Goggins, right?
Yeah, yeah, Goggins is also in that. Yes,
He's like sweet baby boy or something.
sweet baby.
I see
what is it,
memes
Sweet
about it all the
baby
time.
Billy or something.
I
Yeah.
love the characters he plays. He plays such a
amazing
cunt
characters.
so good. I'm like, yeah.
Did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy? You ever see his character in Sons of Anarchy?
No, I didn't know he was in it.
Oh, he plays the character in Sons of Anarchy. All right.
Is it like that character? Does he have that energy too?
No,
Ah,
no.
love his.
He is a What is the term to use? He's got boobs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
he's got big boobs in that show. It's very funny.
I'll forever love his role in Vice Principals. That was so good.
So we watched the first like couple episodes of that, and we're like, hang on, let's pause here because we need to finish Righteous Gemstones. Then we're gonna jump into Vice Principals, and then Haley's never seen Eastbound and Down.
Okay.
So we're gonna watch that after that. So we're on a whole Danny McBride kick right now. Yeah.
And Vice Principals.
His
that
one
is so good. I really love it.
I highly recommend Righteous Gemstones. That one's awesome. I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, Reacher. I watch that every week too.
Derek, did you watch Fallout? Yeah, you watched Fallout, right? Right.
We talked about it like
the first episode.
Weekly with it.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I was like, I feel like I don't know.
You know,
we had to do some convincing, but we got him there.
I don't think you had to do much convincing.
Yeah, it was like, yo, Derek, we're gonna start this podcast, and it's gonna be starting off with Fallout. We really need you.
I saw like a YouTube thing where he was doing like an MTV Cribs thing. Walt Goggins, yeah. Okay. He owns like this crazy ass cabin that he's kept it like all like how it originally was made. Like there's like one room, and it used to be where the guns like they used to like hold all their weapons and all that. Like he kind of added shelves in some areas and whatnot, but like he kept the walls all the same. So there's like random names. Oh, because there was like also like a bar as well. And anybody that came to drink there would write their name on the wall or carve it into the wall. He has all these old names from like hundreds of years, like 100 years ago, all in this cabin. And I was like, that's actually sick. Like that's really props to him for keeping that up there and whatnot. Yeah, it's very like cabin life almost. Like it's a nice, very nice cabin, but like very, very chill living. But he seems like a chill dude.
I think I said it last week. I finished Terminal List.
Yes. Yeah. Well, no, actually,
yeah, you said shout out to Brian. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yes.
And you're also watching Reacher, right?
Yeah. That one. I haven't seen the newest episode that just dropped today. I believe it's the season finale.
Derek,
if it follows the first two seasons,
this man's also been watching all of wrestling too. Derek, where's
this? I've been watching wrestling too,
bro. You're holding out on us.
Every Monday I'm watching Raw. Every Tuesday I'm watching NXT, and every Friday I'm watching SmackDown. And then WrestleMania's in like 3 weeks.
No way. Derek, I'm a oof. When I catch you, Derek.
And then I also convinced a coworker to start watching the Punisher Netflix series, and he in turn wanted me to watch Arrow.
There's no way
it's okay.
Man fits all these shows.
I've only watched like 7 episodes of Arrow. I haven't.
This is like
a crazy amount of it.
This is like 4 months of viewing for the average person. All is like crammed into like a week.
It's not been a week. It's been a couple.
Oh, and also we started the podcast late tonight because he was working overtime. Get the fuck out of here, Derek. Get the fuck out of my face.
That's such a bullshit lie. I worked overtime, but that's not why we started late. Get the fuck out of here. We would have started this time no matter what. I was off for a whole hour before we even fucking started, so don't you lie to these people.
The point that I'm making is that you have a hyperbolic time chamber.
He really does. I'm gonna go visit him. He's like, Adam, no,
no.
He told me I can only use it as long as I keep it a secret.
My wife works 10-hour shifts on Saturdays, so that's a lot of time to sit at home with the kids while they do their thing, and I watch my stuff. And then in the mornings, while the kids are at school, the wife is at work, I'm watching stuff. It's a lot of time. It's a lot more time than you think. Don't need a hyperbolic time chamber.
Mm-hmm. Or so you say. I would guess like
really want it, you can
conditions.
You can do anything you put your mind to.
As long as you have a hyperbolic time chamber, absolutely.
I wish I had that.
Mm-hmm.
If I had that, I'd be
We're on to you, Derek.
2 by now.
We're on to you. Maybe you are. We don't know. You're hiding that from us.
Never that.
Piccolo's over like, you can't tell anybody about this. I'll come and kill you. And you're like, all right, I'm not gonna say shit.
I'm Super Saiyan 2. I don't know if I'm threatened by Piccolo.
Like the current Piccolo?
What You might got me there.
Don't make me call Goku over here. More or less Vegeta, actually. Vegeta.
What? Okay. Question. Current Piccolo, what Super Saiyan would you need to beat him?
Which echelon is he in?
Yeah. As far as Super Saiyan goes.
I would assume minimally God.
Yeah, I want to say
Minimum?
so. I want to say just God.
So
Yeah.
Piccolo could solo Super Saiyan 4.
Probably, but again,
With
depending
not
on
GT
just
Super Saiyan 4.
just the power dynamic of them, sure. But if you're saying Piccolo is gonna beat Goku or Vegeta as Super Saiyan 4, then no. That like he's not gonna beat them because of the people that they are. They're not gonna lose that fight. If that makes
That's fair.
sense.
Well, think
But if you
about it.
put him
Okay,
up
but you're
against
still. I mean, you're still super. You still have that same
Ultimate
power.
Gohan was like what? Close to Super Saiyan 3, right?
no, I think it
Exceeded? Okay,
that,
okay.
yeah.
Exceeded that. Yeah.
All right. So even if they exceeded it, Gohan needed to have a whole new form to even like obviously it passed where Piccolo was at with the newest movie when they fought the Supercell.
Piccolo
But,
got
like,
there too, though.
But he got somewhere, but then that other Gohan's obviously still
Beast
stronger.
Gohan went above it.
Right. But I mean
Okay.
like
Technically, Beast Gohan is supposed to be stronger than Super Saiyan God, I'm pretty sure.
right.
But that's past Piccolo.
Correct.
Right. But Piccolo is definitely under there somewhere.
So he's not quite at Super Saiyan God.
Why? I just said
Oh, you said it's past Super
Yeah.
Saiyan God. Okay.
Maybe he's just tickling
No,
the
he's got to. He can't be. He can't be at the same power as Super Saiyan God. I refuse to believe that. It's at like it's got to be at like Super Saiyan 4 level or something, because I feel like Super Saiyan God it loses its meaning if any other fucking
it lost its
Z
meaning when we
fighter-
went blue.
Shh. Stop.
Like, sorry. And then Ultra Instinct, like that's 3 transformations ago.
Sure.
Now we're gonna get Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan 4. Woo! Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan 4.
So what? Like his like the hair, instead of being red, it's blue.
Hell
The fur
yeah!
on his fucking torso.
I'm waiting to get some purple, man.
That'd be cool. We haven't done that.
That's Super Saiyan 10. We already know. That. No, 10 is
We're waiting another few years for that.
right. But
That's great.
as far as TV goes, I guess that's Derek. Derek was our master of everything TV.
Yeah,
this
sorry
past
everybody. We can't
couple
really
weeks.
have great TV conversation because these guys don't watch nothing.
Derek
Well, I
hogged
can
it
just
all.
say,
That's what it was.
hey, look, I watch this stuff, guys.
How
All
about
I can
this?
tell you is
Everyone
it's
go
good.
into the comments and tell me what shows we should watch that aren't on Derek's list, and we'll prioritize those instead of Derek's shows.
Damn, that's bogus.
No, I'm just kidding, Derek.
No way. I would
Derek would be like, Adam,
fucking rage.
delete those comments.
I'm ignored for fucking solo leveling.
And you're
I'm
not
ig-
ignored.
I'm
You're
ignored.
postponed.
I'm ignored for Last of Us. Fuck you both. Dude, no. If you watched a different show because of a comment, I'd be so mad.
All right. Let's move on to the video.
Hold on. One more thing. Do you plan on watching Last of Us since you're not gonna fucking play it?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it after I play it.
Cool. That's dope.
I don't know if I will. I don't know. We'll see.
That's dope. Move on.
I definitely will. I know for a fact. I'm getting through my backlog.
Oh, Todd already owns it, no?
The first Last of Us? Yes, he does. He
I'm
just
not gonna
refuses
buy
to
it.
play it.
Yeah.
That's cool. Whatever.
What's the company? I already forgot them.
Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog. They're on my shit list.
Yeah, everyone's on your shit list, Adam. You live to hate.
I have priorities.
You live to hate.
It's called having priorities, but okay.
No, it's called I
And
wake
you
up and
kinda do
Having
what could I-
standards.
you
having
wake
stand-
up and you say, how
It's
could I
crazy.
shit on something today?
No, it's
Yes.
I have
He's
standards
like,
and you guys don't.
who needs to get a letter today?
Right. It's like he starts something new, he turns it on, he's like, I can't wait to find that thing to pick this fucking apart. Sorry, my bad. You don't start it that way. let me look up a shit review on this real quick, and then jump on that and piggyback on those ideas.
But
But
it's not true. I can fight this battle a million times. It's ridiculous.
You'll
You
lose
guys are
every
gonna run
single
with it.
time.
You guys just don't have standards, and it's
oh,
very evident.
oh, we don't have standards.
You don't. You literally don't. You like funneling the dog shit in. You're like, more. I'm like, I'm not just gonna consume, dude. I actually have standards and things that should be happening.
Your standards are horse shit.
You guys are like, as long as it looks pretty. And I'm like, no, it needs to make sense. But I digress. We don't need to get back into that.
Yeah.
Jared, you hit the video.
I didn't see a fucking Monster Hunter. What?
Something. I'll give it its fair.
But what are we talking about?
We're starting. I at least have it started off with Monster Hunter. We got the Title 1 update dropping April 4th.
New monsters.
We got the new monster, the Mitsune, which was a monster. It was the Bubble Dragon brought to you via Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh wow! So it's not new, not original.
It's not new.
Lazy.
Not brand spanking new, but it's a returning monster. And
Lazy.
along with it, we have the Gathering Hub. Finally, we're getting the Grand Hub. It's an area for all the players to kind of gather. We can accept quests.
That used to be in the game.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Lazy.
It's
lazy. Nothing new.
All right. What?
Just kidding. Adam.
Anyway, the Gathering Hub has always been a.
If this video game was created by Disney, Adam would be shitting on these exact ideas.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
No. Anyway, so we're getting the Gathering Hub. It's got a lot of little mini games for.
I'm
players
excited
to
for
enjoy.
that stuff.
Yeah,
those games look fun.
You get to interact with a lot of your friends and strangers online. Get to see their outfits. Get to see what they're repping. All that stuff. You can already do that. See them in game, but it's not like you can't really interact with them aside from doing a couple emotes here and there. But this way, you can actually do mini games like arm wrestling. You can fish in a spot. There's barrel bomb bowling. There's finally they're bringing the cats. They bring in the palicos that actually feed you and cook you your food, which was something I wanted to happen from the very get-go. Because then, like,
we can all go eat together.
Yeah, you can go eat together.
And go to some dinner and go fishing and shit.
Yeah, and then there's at nighttime they have a character named the Diva. Looks like a little albino elf on stage singing a song, and you can like just actually zone out and watch her sing her song. Cool little touch, nothing crazy. But with that, we're getting arena quests finally. Arena quests are like one of the best ways for you to really push through and give yourself a good challenge of the game. With the arena quests, you get specific conditions to complete certain quests. Like they'd be like, oh, you need to fight this tempered Chatacabra, but you can only use this loadout, and the loadout might be something I don't mess with that weapon, and it might be a build that's really weird with that weapon, and it's like push you to try to beat that monster with those conditions.
Real quick, if I can cut you off.
Yeah.
You're kind of freezing up a little bit.
Am I freezing up on Todd's end too?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Your audio never cut out, just your screen.
You're just like,
yeah.
Yep, you just froze on the kiss.
Kissy face.
Froze on the kiss.
I wonder why it's doing that. That's kind of lame. Yeah, I see that on. I just brought it up.
Yes.
Why is that happening? That is very not cool. I'm back.
Wow. I'm back.
That's
you said
good.
that? I was dying, dude. There's Bill wrestling a bear at night. That was the best.
Maybe my internet just got throttled or something. I don't know.
It was probably a internet thing.
Yeah. So sorry. But back at it. Yeah. Arena Quest finally getting that really push the envelope along with a leaderboard on doing certain quests that we'll get. Like we'll have our event quest, but then we'll also have challenge quests that are limited time, and you get rewards based on how well you do. And it's like some challenge quests you can do with another person, only up to 2 hunters going in on this mission. So
will the awards be like equipment?
Yeah, some depending on what it is. For right now, the ones that they did announce, you're getting talismans on your weapon to hang off of it, or
those
charms.
are cool. Those are cool.
Yeah. So you like specific ones you can like rep and be like, yeah, I busted my ass for this one, got it, you know. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Aside from that, we're getting finally Zoshia, the final boss, is returning to high rank because we haven't been able to see any armor or weapons from it because you finished it in the story and that was it. Now we're getting him returning to high rank and we got a little glimpse of what the armor looks like, and it's reactive armor. Like when you unsheath your weapon, the armor does like an animation or changes the way it looks, and it looks
That's so cool.
super sick.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're getting those. The only weapons we got to see were the dual blades and the great sword.
Because dual blades are the best.
And they looked really good. We beg to differ. But aside from that, later on in April, we will be having the Arc Tempered Raidao come to fight along with a season. We're bringing in seasonal events, and the season event is the Cherry Blossom event, which is just your spring event. And it changes the way the whole gathering hub looks. There'll be a special seasonal event quest for additional armor for yourself and for your Palico and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. The content they have rolling out they're doing a really good job of being able to keep the players' retention, I think, is going to be way, because a lot with times with these games and in the past that they've already dealt with in the past, they're used to how their players act. They're used to everyone grinding super far, getting to as far as possible, going hard. And they want to be able to make sure they can entertain their core fan base at the same time. They just roll out things slowly and keep everyone entertained and give them something to do. Will keep everyone going for a while. The only thing and then finally, with the Title 2 update that will be releasing in summer, one of the monsters everyone has been wanting for a while is like, I already forget the name of it. It's like Legracian or something, Legracius. It's the Lord of
Iglesias.
Yeah, it was like
I'm your hero. I can be your hero.
It's been dubbed the Lord of the Sea. Everybody's been wanting it to return to the Monster Hunter games because I guess the last time it was in the Monster Hunter game was in Monster Hunter 3. So everyone's very happy that they teased that because it's returning finally.
Oh, yeah, dude.
But in Monster Hunter 3, it was an underwater battle, but that's not going to happen here. I don't think they're going to bring that into the.
Yeah, we don't like that. Underwater shit.
That sounds gross.
Yeah. So,
like, famously the worst levels in any video game.
The little teaser they showed, it was dropping a creature on land. So I'm very, very comfortable with saying it's just going to be on land.
Oh, yeah.
You might get a couple people who are mad about that, but I'm like, they're not going to add a whole new underwater mechanic for a free update.
That's dumb.
But who knows? Maybe they'll add the underwater segment in the DLC, the expansion that eventually comes from this game. And
we'll play that
too. I doubt it, but I'm just saying.
Quit the game at that point.
I also think, though, I think that's when they'll start dropping, because I was surprised not to hear any word about any Elder Dragons, and because that's like such a huge
maybe they're waiting a little bit longer because there's a lot of new people like me and Todd to the Monster Hunter worlds.
Well, I also think that might be their way of introducing the expansion. Whenever the next expansion that they're working on, it might be maybe surrounded all about Elder Dragons and really bring in that difficulty hike along with Master Rank. So I could see that.
Beans.
And I'm stoked for the future of this game. I'm stoked for you that you guys are getting into it with me, because I was super in love with World, and I was always like wanting you guys to jump into that. I just knew it was a lot to take on, but I'm happy you guys are taking on these wilds for right now.
I think we're going to lose
Todd. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully Todd will find reasons to come back. I know, aside from Marvel Rivals, but hopefully you guys keep on, because dude, the game's just, I've been having way too much fun. I really hope that the updates continue to be fantastic, and you guys keep playing. But we'll see. Who knows?
We'll see. I'm into it. Like I said, I don't know about Todd.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
Aside from that, we got Nintendo. They did their Nintendo Direct. And there's only two things I really wanted to touch upon. Do you guys remember the Metroid game that was they were working on their Metroid Prime game? It was like maybe like 6-7 years ago. They were like close to being able to release the newest Metroid game, and then they just stopped and said, we're not happy with it. We're scrapping the entire game and starting back from the ground up.
Didn't know that happened.
That happened. So now they officially showed the newest Metroid game. I've never been a big Metroid fan. Yeah. I was indifferent about it. I was like, eh.
The coolest thing about Metroid is
Samus.
playing Samus in Smash Bros.
True.
I'm just kidding. I never played the game.
No,
so
no.
probably
Honestly, that's
awesome.
how I feel because I don't really play the games, but they could be really good. The gameplay looked kind of basic. I was just like, not. I didn't see anything that blew me away, honestly.
Right.
But hopefully
If it's not Mario or
You're
Zelda,
not gonna see
Nintendo
that
don't care.
many.
Right. Well, I just hope that the fans who love it enjoy it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
It's a
They
good
deserve
answer.
it.
Yeah,
They do.
absolutely. And then aside from that, they were pitching towards the end of this direct because they have another direct coming up next month, and it's all about the Nintendo Switch 2. But they were also
pre-orders start on the 2nd.
okay. Well, I think because at the end of this direct, they pitched like, oh, get the new Nintendo app that catches you up to date with all the news, everything Nintendo. And they said we're gonna be giving you updates daily on everything Nintendo. And when Nintendo's 2 Direct comes out, we'll be giving you updates about the Nintendo Switch 2 every single day. And I really see this big push for mobile. I think Nintendo's future is within the mobile industry. I feel like I don't see them competing against anything PC or consoles as far as PlayStation or Xbox go. I think they're going to push for mobile. I think is going to be the future.
As like I disagree with that.
I've been seeing a lot of push for the whole mobile. They want you to get this app. They've been pushing it. And then the wording they chose to use for that one Pokemon game saying, oh, you'll be able to cross-play or not. What did they say? Was it cross-play? They said something along the lines of being able to play with your Nintendo Switch 2 and mobile.
I mean,
like
that's
something.
a cool, if you do stuff like that, that's cool. But I don't think, how do you do mobile Zelda and Mario?
How don't you?
They already have mobile Zelda or mobile Mario Kart.
Right. I really think that's
Mario
Nintendo's
Kart, but if I'm playing Breath of the Wild, how do you do Breath of the Wild on your phone?
2D platformer.
You have a Bluetooth device hooked up to it, and you just play it from there.
Oh, so you're treating it like the way the fucking Xbox says everything's an Xbox.
Kind of, but I think they're going to focus mainly on mobile. Those games can be played like that. However, they'll have a lot more Nintendo-based games built around like a mobile design. So I think they'll still because they'll have like, okay, well, yeah, you can play those hardcore games the way you want to play those. But at the same time, check out the new way we're playing Mario Party on this mobile device. Check out the new way you can play, or which a game that translates really well to the whole mobile thing is Pokemon. Like, look, you can play all the.
That's the
Pokemon
only
games
one I
and
feel
whatnot.
like, because if you're gonna do Mario Party, one of the big things about Mario Party is using the Joy-Cons with it, or the certain button mashing games and stuff.
Yeah, tapping your phone.
That's not gonna
Swipes and
translate.
taps.
That's not gonna translate as well. I'm not saying they're not gonna make them, but if you give me a phone with Mario Party on it and I have the Switch and I can play Mario Party on that, I'm gonna take the Switch over that.
Sure, but eventually, I feel like they're gonna push for basically Nintendo that everyone has access to.
You know what would be cool though? Playing Mario Party with your friends via your phone, not necessarily being in the room with them. That would be cool. I get that.
Right. Like, oh, like, or they could do like a turn-based thing with like, oh, take your turn in Mario Party. Like,
that's disgusting.
I could see some weird shit like that. That's all I'm saying.
That's how Mario Party's played. It's turn-based. It's a board game.
But until you have to do the mini games, then that's like actually right.
Oh,
that's what I thought you were referring to as mini games.
They might have one that's like not mini game based, just playing on the board and do weird shit with that. Who knows? I don't know. All I'm saying is I feel like Nintendo is having this push to mobile. I think it's their way.
I don't know if it's going to be a primary thing though.
They'll have their Switches, but I think they'll mainly be focusing on having access via your phone. This way, you could still. More people are like inclined to like, oh, I'll get the Nintendo subscription on there.
Sure, that's the thing. It's a subscription, so I don't know if it'll work.
I guess we'll see.
How many people pay for Nintendo online?
I don't know.
I don't
think Nintendo's gonna be.
I think we can safely assume that it's nowhere near as much as people pay for PlayStation or Xbox.
Right, but if it was if you had access to all the Nintendo library on your phone.
Would that be much of a draw for it if you can just play it on the Nintendo Switch?
I think if you just even said like, hey, here's all the Pokemon games on your phone, I think that's
the biggest thing. Yes, I completely agree with you with Pokemon. Pokemon 100%. I just feel like the draw to play something like Tears of the Kingdom or Mario Odyssey, nobody's gonna want to fucking play that on their phone. They'd rather play that on a bigger screen.
Sure, and that's why you have the Switch. Like if you want to do it that way, but you could still have access to it on
But
your
wouldn't
phone
they
and
sink most their money into those games that play like that?
What do you mean?
What I just said.
Oh no, absolutely not. They're gonna go for. I think they're just gonna go for Nintendo's kind of like an oddball because I can't say they're necessarily gonna go for whatever the money is because they could be making money clearly in a bunch of different ways. But I feel like they want to go in a way that they know they're gonna dominate where they're at. And I feel like if they just targeted a mobile, and I feel like that's why they're targeting mobile is because they could know they could dominate in that aspect or in that.
I just think it'll be more of a simultaneous thing. I don't think it's going to be a primary focus over
At
the
first,
Switch.
I feel like that's kind of how like Xbox kind of started doing it, right? Cloud and your Xbox, but now we're leaning more into the cloud and everything. So I feel like it might be switching mobile, and then it just gradually grows to mobile, especially with how mobile devices have been evolving in the past, several years, and
Yeah, sure.
they'll be able to push and do more easily. And you can already stream it to a different TV or this or that, or it just might become like an Xbox like thing that they're doing as well.
Yeah. I mean, it what it comes down to is if I'm playing a video game for a long period of time, I don't care for it to be on my phone. That's why,
Right.
I'm not playing many mobile
But there's
games.
a lot of people that are playing mobile games like that. There's
Sure.
some games
Sure.
that are mobile
I guess
games
it's
that are
everyone's just
insanely
different.
huge. Right.
Yeah.
I just think that's the direction Nintendo's going. I've been hearing a lot of like I said, they really pushed for this app towards the end of this last direct, and it was just a news app for now, but who knows? And then on top of that, the wording they chose for that other Pokemon game that's not the newest one, the next one, whatever that.
I agree that I could see them shifting more towards mobile, but I think they will do
simultaneous
the Xbox thing. To where it's like all of that stuff is playable via the cloud, and
Sure.
The only thing that is rough about that is like I don't know how good it's Nintendo's servers compared to Microsoft servers.
Right.
Who knows how playable those games are going to be via the cloud or however they do it? Because
if they go that route, it would be huge because then you'll be able to play all those games on a PC.
That's my other issue, though. I think that's the only reason I don't think they would go necessarily exactly like Xbox, because if there's anything Nintendo hates more than anything, it's people having easy access to their games as far as being able to just like rip it on a PC.
But you're
they
saying
can't
your
stand
argument
that.
for them to be on
I
mobile
understand.
is
I understand.
the easiest access.
Right, but it's like in a different way. That's I just feel like they're gonna they think about it in that aspect. I think Nintendo has a weird bias against PC in general because there's all this ripping the code directly. And I don't know. I just think that they have a disdain for PC. I could be wrong. It's just the way they handle anybody who does any emulators or anything. And it's like, they treat it like it's
emulators. Yeah, because they have no.
They're not.
They're the government. They're not getting. It's Uncle Sam. They're not getting any payment for that.
Exactly. But if they're getting money for it, I don't see why they would be opposed to it being on the PC.
But
your argument is saying that they hate when people make stuff of theirs and they're not getting their money for it. Where they would get their money for it if they do the whole Xbox thing where it's like, you can play Nintendo stuff anyway.
Why haven't they just had a launcher on PC this whole time? Because they could have easily have their own launcher like Steam.
Why is PlayStation so shit with fucking cross
maybe those games just don't play well on the PC. Porting it to like maybe the way those games are designed on
once again, I would say yes, but there's fans that have clearly disproven that, and they'll do it and they'll put it out there and they'll be like, take that shit down, So it can be done, and I just don't. That's why I said Nintendo's really weird because I would say they would make most of their decisions based on being greedy, but they kind of do, but kind of don't.
Well, they really do weird. Because I think it's not so much we hate PC. It's give us the money by just getting a Switch.
No, but Nintendo's really weird when it comes to like physical copies of things, and when it comes to they're really old school in a way because
that could also be it too. Like maybe they don't want to move over to just the licensing aspect of it. They want people to actually own their product.
Because that's what I'm saying.
There's people that will put emulators of a game that they don't sell. The only way you could play the game is if you bought the old console and you Donkey Kong 64. Perfect. people have emulators on PC. Nintendo doesn't like that shit, but that's the only way some people can currently play that game at all. Because in order to play it, you need to get an N64. You need to get the expansion pack, and you need to get the game. And it's like, why doesn't Nintendo? That's easy money. They could just put into a package and even sell it at $70. People would buy it because it's cheaper than the alternative.
I would.
Exactly. So I'm saying Nintendo's
so
weird.
badly.
There's so many ways you could just be like, yeah, Nintendo could easily make tons of money just by doing this one thing, but they don't. They have like an old school way of thinking, but also like trying at the same time trying to branch off the new. That's why I think they're like, oh yeah, mobile, we're pulling one on you. But it's like you're just doing what we want, but like in a weird way. It's like I feel like that's Nintendo's like thing. They love doing what we want.
That's what I'm saying though.
Ways.
Like with my thing, with what I'm saying is
doing what we
they're
want.
they're gonna do the mobile thing with the games that make the most sense with it, with like
Pokemon.
a side-scrolling Mario and obviously Pokemon. But
and Mario Kart, they already started doing that.
Yeah, Mario Kart, that's fine. You can do that. That's fine. But like the Mario Party only works so well. It's not going to be the exact
Fire Emblem
same.
would also go really good on turn-based,
They have Fire Emblem on the phone. They have Mario.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do have Fire Emblem. So good. I think that maybe they've already kind of been dipping into the.
That's fine, but I'm just saying, like we said before, they really want you to buy their product, so they're going to be. Their main focus is still going to be like the Switches.
Right. Well, for now. I guess I can see that being pushed in general. But aside from that, let's move on.
Sure, let's talk shit about Ubisoft.
Well, Ubisoft is just really quick, I suppose. It's just
quick.
They got bought without directly saying, hey, we got bought. They opened up a subsidiary of their business to get bought, or not bought, but like have somebody put a bunch of money to have stake in that subsidiary.
So that someone else owns it.
Basically. It's basically a runaway of saying, yeah, we got bought without technically saying we got bought.
But it wasn't only 25%?
Right, which is huge though.
But that's the largest shareholder though.
Yeah, when you're being
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And and Tencent, Tencent's the company who bought them, and they are like China's biggest company ever. They own WhatsApp in China. They created WhatsApp. And what I didn't know, looking more into this, is WhatsApp is like a one-stop shop app. It's like a true monopoly of all other apps. It's your Netflix, it's your Messenger, it's your like Discord, it's your Tinder, it's your delivery services, it's your Amazon, it's everything. It's got a dry mouth. But
Why did that sound so fucking perfect?
It was good.
But yeah, they're like everything.
And now cartoon drinking water.
Yeah, for real. That sponsor us. Whatever that was. That Mountain Dew sponsor us.
No,
it was water.
Water.
the green screen made it look weird when you put it up.
Oh my bad. But yeah, this company is absolutely ginormous, and now they own basically.
Why would they care to own Ubisoft?
Because I guess because they had the monopoly, they make the most. They're the biggest, or they're the most profitable gaming company because of all the stakes. What they did was, since they were able to monopolize in China, they grabbed basically got all that money, and they're like, what do we do with that money? Pour it into everything we can, basically. And now they have like crazy stakes in everything.
So is Assassin's Creed going to be good again?
Or it might just be more monetized or something. It's who knows. I have no idea how they're going to go about it. I can only hope that they do good with having Assassin's Creed, but who knows? I just thought it was crazy that now
super duper
one of the biggest companies, arguably one of the biggest companies in the world, owns Ubisoft, basically.
Right on.
Good for them. Next,
we have a question from Adam.
Yes. Okay. So we brought up GTA 6 before and like kind of what we thought of
many times,
this or that, especially when it comes to the pricing. But I would like to know, because that's the big thing. People talk about GTA 6. They go, okay, well, they're going to raise the price. Well, what to? You know, people are like, is it going to be 100? Is it going to be 150? Is it going to be 200? You know, Can they raise it to this? Is it going to be a subscription? You know, everyone's kind of scrambling. Even developers are scrambling. Or like they're curious. They want to see how far they can push this envelope. I don't care about that right now. What I want to know with you guys, what's your threshold when it comes to the price of GTA 6? That it just came out today. You have, and it's on PC, whatever. What's the threshold at the price where you would say, I'm not going to go above that? Where's your line? I need you guys to draw a line. I'm kind of curious. So if it's...
Let me start this by saying part of me believes that this is all being blown up for no reason, and the game is still going to be $70.
That's my line.
If it's 80, you're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
You're not going to buy it if it's 80?
Yeah, off rip. Why?
Okay.
Why would I?
GTA 6.
Right.
Oh.
I wouldn't go into triple digits.
You mean you wouldn't go above triple digits?
I wouldn't go into it. If it's $99.99, I'm not getting it. If it's $100, I'm not going to buy it. I think 80 would be mine. Like because they're not going to do like 85. They'll go, either 80, 90, or 100. 150 to 200 is insane. That's not going to happen. But if they say it's
we just live in the day and age of Twitch, so like if it's anything higher than a regular game, that's when I'll wait. And I'll be like, okay, is the game worth buying? Am I gonna see myself playing this for a while? Does this
okay?
Look
Well,
fun?
what if it is?
I have faith that I would play for it.
Absolutely, like everything you would enjoy in the game. Where's your threshold?
If it looks like what
everything
I'm
that's been
expecting
promised,
from
yeah.
GTA,
if it's what you're expecting,
then I'll pay $200 for that. I'll pay $250 for that game.
Oh my god!
Okay, well, let's preface that by saying what you want from it is not what it's going to be.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
I shouldn't say exactly.
I'm not
because I do believe it is going to be what I expect it to be. I do believe that if I go online, I am going to be able to create a $200
game.
Mastermind criminal underworld, to where I'm going to have a shit ton of NFTs that no one else has access to. And if you want it, you have to give me real money for it. Very quickly, I am going to make back the money of my game, and then it's not going to matter. But that's when it makes sense for it to be that much of a price game. But if it's not going to be that, and it's just going to be GTA 5 with different online content and new characters, no, I'm good.
Look, what you want and what you're expecting from GTA 6 is not going to be a $200 game. It's going to be a subscription-based game.
I think it would go more subscription if that was the case.
If what you want it to be is what it's going to be subscription-based. There's no way.
I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
Okay, well, what's your threshold with that? If it's what you want, if it's what you want, everything that you're looking for in this game, which again,
$15
it's
a month.
not going to be $15 a month. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a WoW subscription, basically.
Yeah, it's a WoW subscription.
I think WoW's 20 now, but
oh my god,
base WoW is $20.
I think. Don't quote me.
Derek's face.
That's crazy.
All right, I was just curious because I'm like, I don't know what.
What about you, Adam?
For me, once again, if it's looking like everything I've wanted, if it releases with, because it also depends if it releases with online, because I feel like obviously they're going to do a lot of. It might just be base game for a year and then online comes, or, a month, 2, 3, 4, or a whole year later. Who knows? It would be crazy. But if the online is the whole role playing thing that they've been kind of like teasing and hinting at, and it's actually as in depth as it says, I think $100 is where I would tap out. Like if it exceeds that at all, then I would be like,
if it's all that stuff, like then yeah, maybe $100. But see, with me, I am a very easygoing person. I love GTA stories. I love the game itself. I have played GTA 5 a stupid amount of time and sunk a very small percent of that time into online. I have played a lot of online, but compared to how many times I've replayed the story of GTA 5, it's a small percentage. So I would pay $80 just for the base story game. If it's the online stuff with the role playing and everything you guys want it to be, $100 subscription, that's fine.
Subscription, I'm still not favorable for.
I don't
I'm
want a
not fan of
subscription.
it.
No, I don't. No
want
one's
it.
asking for a
Yeah.
subscription,
But that's what it's
it
going
would
to
be
be.
feasible if I can make money off of the game, i.e., World of Warcraft. Whether it's right inside of the game or not, you can make money off of that game.
Yeah,
because of shit that you have in it, you know.
Right.
But like, but even beyond that, I'm thinking like what you guys are talking about, how like I can go in and get a like role playing. I can go get a fucking job. I can walk into my house and interact with people. And when I'm talking to what would be an NPC, it's not really an NPC. It's just another fucking person online.
Right.
You're talking about the Oasis from Ready Player One. That's a subscription based game. That's not a $200 game.
I guess it does depend. But with that being said, to everybody watching or whoever's going to watch this, I'll clip it and put it in there. I want to open up the question to everyone else. Where is your threshold and where's your line when it comes to GTA 6? Is $70 or more too much? Is $100 or more too much? Or above and beyond? Are you okay with paying anything more than that? Let us know in the comments and we'll get back to you. We'll see what people are thinking.
Yeah.
But aside from that, that wraps up our video games. And there's just a couple more things with music, and then we'd be done for the day.
True.
All right.
Did not.
Linkin Park. Did you guys listen to that?
Did not.
Oh, it's a new song.
It's a new song. Yep. And it's got a music
I
video.
literally saw that you posted it while we were in here, and I was like, "Oh, that's what he's talking about." I honestly thought you were talking about the Fortnite stuff.
Oh,
I thought that it was. I forgot all the name titles, all the song titles from the album. So I thought it was just a new music video from one of those songs.
it is a new song, and it's fire. It goes hard. I actually like it a lot.
Okay. Very cool.
I was like, this feels great. This feels very Linkin Park, and I'm loving it.
Recommendation this week.
I mean, I guess it could. Well,
just kidding. No, you just
No, we'll all listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it.
All right.
I'll listen to it tomorrow at work.
It's a shame that Brian's not here in the comments chatting it up with us because we're gonna be going over our song recommendations.
Chat it out.
And he had one.
Shut it out.
So yeah, we've been going over song recommendations for the past several weeks, and if you guys have any, shout it out in the comments, and we'll listen to it and get back to you the following week. Any song. So we'll start out with Brian's, even though he's not here.
The Ballad of Chasey Lane is an example of we'll listen to any song.
Yeah,
The
no
Ballad of
shit.
Chasey Lane by the Bloodhound Gang. Yeah, holy hell. For some reason, I think I remember that music video, though. I just don't remember that song at all.
I didn't know there was a music video, but I've heard that song 100 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a song you would like put down, burn it on a CD, put it down, put it up against some old school root or Mountain Dew, and have a summoning circle to put you back into the early 2000s. That song is very, very early 2000s. When I heard that, I was like, holy, like very vulgar, but very 2000s.
Very Stan.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
But in not a dark, violent way.
Definitely not the best song from Bloodhound Gang, but very interesting.
It's so
though.
funny though.
It is funny, but it's not something I'd keep on my playlist.
I've listened to it so many times in my life. It's very funny.
It was the first time I ever heard it, but yeah, same thing. I was like, "Yep, this is Bloodhound Gang." I was listening to it in the car, and I was like, "Yeah, this is the people that you and me." I was telling it to Ann, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know that song." And then same thing with the Innuendo song. I was like, "Yeah, I listened to both of those songs. This is the same people." Makes
Foxtrot uniform, Charlie Kilo.
Yeah.
You know. That video is hilarious with Bam driving around the banana. He goes through the tunnel.
Oh, I guess we could have brought up that too, but video games, another thing. But
Bam's gonna be in Tony Hawk. There you go.
Tony Hawk vouched for him. And I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Like he, no matter what his issues he's going through, as long as it's nothing horrible.
It was stupid that he wasn't in it.
He's absolutely a huge part of that whole culture, so he deserves to be in there. Sorry. So anyway, back to the music. Derek gave us a recommendation for "The Hands That Thieve" by Streetlight Manifesto.
Yes.
Yet another song that I listened to, and I was like, this is making me feel nostalgia for the early 2000s. It made me feel like I was should have been watching like an epic old school movie that had some epic conclusion is like the song that would be playing as the build up towards the end of some kid finally finishing graduating college or something.
Okay.
As I was listening to it, I was like, this just gives me those vibes. It's ska, right? So
yeah, ska. Yep.
So it was entertaining though. I liked it. It was long.
It's a longer song. It's a long song. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I turned around, I was like, 6 minutes. All right, we're here. Let's do it. Let's do it. No, it's good. I liked the ending the most, where they did like the acapella into the real big fucking
my
thing.
favorite
I was
part.
like,
that's where I thought that was the crux of the movie in my head.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the song.
I was saying it reminded me of "Gives You Hell" from All
Oh yeah,
sure.
Yeah. It's actually a good comparison.
I'm sure that came out well before that, but that's fine.
I don't know which one came out first. I'm not 100% sure.
Chicken or the egg, huh?
No, one definitely came out first.
I'm just joking.
But yeah, I like that band a lot.
I like the song. Sheer length, I don't think I'd peek it on a playlist, but maybe just
That's
like
fair.
every now and then be like, this was a good one.
Fair. Let's jump into yours before we shit on Todd's. Spoiler.
Spoiler. All right, I gave you guys another song by Sparkmaster Tape, and it was Stand By.
Yeah. I think I've listened to this song like twice a day, 3 times a day ever since.
Yeah.
I like the beat very much.
Yeah.
I like listening to it in the car more than anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The bass goes hard.
Yeah. Very, very.
Song that much, and I literally just listened to it today.
You what?
Adam's song. I don't think I liked it that much because I like listened to it today, and I don't call it that much. I think I like the first better. The first third tape one.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I have a favorite between the two. I like them both a lot.
It's actually this one, and then there's another one called Devil. That's my favorite one from, because I said this one was my favorite, but I was like, no, I actually.
I was gonna say, you just said this one was your favorite.
Yeah. No, it's Devil, but these are close. They're like this.
Right.
I don't know. When I first heard him, I was like, dude, this is kind of funny, his voice. But then I was like, dude, he's fucking spitting. I'm loving it. So it's been my little.
I think that was my problem. I felt like every line he said, he was trying to make it a punchline in this one. Like every single line, it was gonna be like the knockout bar for the verse, and I'm like, it felt like it kept coming over and over again. I was like, it didn't feel like they were big fucking right hand haymakers when he was saying them after a while. Okay,
fair enough. But man, I don't know. It was hitting it for me. For me, I'm like, yeah. I was like, haymaker.
You're like taking them.
Yeah, no, I liked it a lot, man.
Hell yeah.
That was my favorite song of the recommendations.
Eric, don't lie,
bruh. Todd, it's not yours.
Nobody liked
Todd was trolling.
Brian texted me and was like,
hey, I'm just saying, I warned you prior to it. All I said was you need to listen to this song, and you said it was going to be great, and I said,
because I have faith in Glow.
I said
that. Oh my god.
And Glow was great. Her fucking part was phenomenal.
That's fine.
But
nobody can save that song.
Prior to that, I want, when I first listened to the song, I was like maybe a quarter or halfway through her verse where I was like, oh, she's rapping. This is not the intro.
What I was just gonna say. I was waiting, dude. I'm like, this is a long ass intro to the song. What is she talking about? And then Glorilla started, and I was like, what? I had to go back. It was the worst time of my life.
Todd's song recommendation was ILBB2 by Georgiana featuring
I love bad bitches
Glorilla.
Too.
Oh, okay, that's what it stands for. No.
So a while back when I still had TikTok, I remember seeing her, and it was probably this song, but I saw something and I thought it was a joke saying this is like a future star or something. And I heard her and I was like, oh, that's obviously a joke, because what the fuck is this garbage? Didn't know her name or anything. And then I listened to the song, still didn't put 2 and 2 together. Then I saw the video because you said to look her up after I heard the song, and I was like, oh, it's that woman. I hate it so much, dude. I hate that people listen to it. I hate that it has views.
Trending. It's like
I
top
hate that she
10
makes
right now on
money
Apple
off
Music.
this. Look, I absolutely despise Sexy Red. Her music is atrocious. She sucks as an artist. Sorry, don't care. She deserves Emmy after Emmy after Emmy compared to fucking Georgiana. That is not music. Nobody should be fucking. It made me lose respect for Glorilla, and I love Glorilla. Why the fuck did you agree to go on this song? Why are you friends with this person? That is not fucking music. That is someone talking like a moron in front of a mic. And I hate it. It makes me so mad. I was
That's
so
the
mad
industry,
listening
man.
to
She
it.
probably got paid 5 bands for that verse.
She won at life. She won at life. She sucks at something and made a killing.
So-
No, I'm talking about Glorilla. Like
No, yeah,
Georgiana
that's fine.
probably paid her $5,000
Sure,
to get
yeah,
on there,
that's
and
fair.
she gave her 30 seconds, and it
That's
was
fair.
the best part of the song.
You already have money. You don't need it that bad. That's fucking crazy. But this woman, Georgiana, she won. She won at life. She's doing better than I am, and she fucking sucks at what she does. I'm just a hater, I guess.
Derek, start rapping, bro.
No.
Just put you on.
Honestly, you could probably do better than her.
I probably can. And you know what's really bullshit about it? It won't amount to anything.
Derek's got dignity.
It won't fucking amount to anything.
So my issue with this is, well, I feel like this absolutely seemed like some SNL skit.
Yeah.
After hearing it and then after seeing it, I'm 100% convinced that she knows she's bullshitting and she's just doing this for fun. She does this. She does her song, and then she turns around when the cameras are off and goes, ha, 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 that was fantastic. I can't wait to count all these dollar bills.
Sure.
And then she goes
Still a
on and
piece of
goes
shit.
home. Right. Pretty much. She totally fakes it. She totally has, there's nothing. She just no, she's not the person she is in that at all. She's
I don't
totally
care if
just-
she is or
I
isn't.
don't know.
She sucks.
She
She's
did
faking
say some real true shit in there though.
She looked it up or had somebody
It
feed her
said-
the lines.
They talking real big, but they sharing their pipes. I was dying. I was on the floor. It's
It
crazy.
was good
hate you for
SNL
laughing.
skit, Todd, that Todd gave us. It was good. The
Mm.
And
unofficial
then
SNL
also the
skit.
fucking the shoot Duke Dennis line, that was hilarious. I thought
No,
that
that
was
wasn't.
hilarious.
She got whoever her ghostwriter is, she paid that person.
You
That's
need a
Glorilla.
ghostwriter for that?
That's
Oh, you said
Glorilla.
Glorilla. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the other
No,
Georgiana. my
no,
bad.
Georgiana's my favorite part of hers was they shared each other's pipes, but they
Yeah.
whatever the fuck
No,
that shit was hilarious.
Stupid
But
fucking
the they say shoot Duke Dennis, what's up with you? That was Glorilla, and that shit was fun.
it was okay. I hate
that
that song.
no amount of any other artist on there could have saved that song though. That was absolutely getting bodied. Just having that person on there.
It's the
Georgiana,
worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. It's fucking terrible. Stop.
Telling you, she turns around and goes, I got these people eating out of the palm of my hand.
Oh man,
So
She
fucking
a fake,
dumb,
she a
dude.
phony.
The fucking
I'm glad that I
video
got this
sucks.
reaction out of you guys. It was
Yeah,
good.
Well,
I'm really glad you fucking wasted.
What do you
my
expect
time.
when you put dog shit on there, man?
Yeah.
Like
Hey, you guys have been doing, different genres. I told you I was gonna give you different
I
genres.
actually
of rap.
I got a crazy
I didn't
spin
expect
on
hot garbage.
the
Not
next
even
one
hot
I got
garbage.
for you guys is going to be
Garbage.
really different. I hope that none of you have
I-
heard it.
Pray it's nothing like what Todd served.
No, I like the song a lot, but it's definitely different. It's a different genre and everything. So
Don't ever do that again, Todd. That shit was so fucking upsetting. It genuinely made me mad that was a thing. So fucking stupid. And you even said it last week. You were like, I don't even want to give it, but you fucking did. And I wish
I had
you
to.
didn't. I wish you didn't. I
All
wish I
right.
didn't know that it existed.
Todd, since you had the worst one, why don't you pop off and let us know what your next music recommendation is for us for next week?
I'll
There's
go with
Any phantoms in the chat right now? Let us know what your recommendation is.
a palate cleanse.
Okay, sounds good.
Just don't know which way to go. There's 2 songs that I want, but I don't know which one to do. I'll go this way because you probably don't listen to this artist. We'll go with Yeah Right by Vince Staples.
Oh, I thought we had somebody for a second there.
I know Vince Staples.
Staples.
I don't listen to him.
I don't know who that is.
Most people know who he is because of his internet personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just never listened to his music.
I'm curious if I would know him if I saw him.
Probs.
I have seen him before.
Of course you have.
All right.
Oh man, what do I fucking give you guys? You go first, Adam.
I'm gonna give you guys "Harpy Hair" by Yellork. Hopefully, I'm saying that right.
Do
you know what that is?
Where do you find the music that you listen to?
This one's actually I found from the girls put me on this one. The song's good. It's a different genre. It's called Harpy Hair.
Don't know it.
Gonna be some Numa stuff.
No.
Numa.
Do you want me to tell you what the genre is?
Nope.
Okay.
I
guess
be
surprised. I like
the
song. I think. No, I think I could see you both liking it.
I should have had you guys pick.
Do you want to retract yours?
It's too late now.
Do you want to give each other 2 songs?
We're missing somebody here, Brian.
You don't have to do 2. My bad. Sorry.
I don't care. Again, yeah.
Derek, you got anything though?
Derek's got so many.
I do, honestly, but we'll just.
I'm
wearing Necrogoblicon, so I'll give you a Necrogoblicon song.
Africa by Toto. Okay, putting that.
No.
I think you mean Weezer.
True. I really want to give you one, but I'm going to give you a different song instead. Yeah, fuck it. This Is It by Necrogoblicon.
I don't know if I spelled that right.
It's on my shirt.
Oh, no way. I spelled it right.
There you go. You even got the K backwards?
I did not get the K backwards.
Damn it, Adam. I'm just kidding.
I did. Well, the only thing I did wrong is I put a space in between Necro and Goblicon.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
It's very obviously one word.
Clearly. You ever heard of our God? Our God is an awesome God. He reigns.
You know what? I want to make a. I want to do 2 songs.
All right.
Todd had 2. No, I just want to this one time.
Todd had 2.
Yeah, he said he had 2.
Gotcha. I thought you meant I was like, I only put down 1.
Okay. My other song is Bears by Necrogoblicon. One's with the old vocalist, one's with the new vocalist.
Actually, wait, let me see your shirt again. Did I get this? Is it a C in the beginning?
Okay.
Yeah, I did spell it wrong. As I'm looking at it back, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, Bears is with their old vocalist. This Is It is with their new vocalist. Tell me which one you like better. I won't tell you which one I like better until next week. Doodly.
Now I gotta look.
Okay, well, while you look, Todd can give us his other song.
Can't Nobody. Can't spelled with a K.
Hell yeah, we're always replacing C's with K's.
By
Lil Wayne.
Huh?
Lil Wayne.
Oh.
What's it called?
Can't Nobody. Can't with a K.
Oh shit, I messed it up. Well,
what is that on?
It's a single.
It's a newer song?
Nope, came out 3 years ago, 2 years
Derek,
ago.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say Derek.
Yeah,
if it came out during his peak Wayne, I was like, there's no way Derek hasn't heard it.
There's plenty of stuff from that era that I haven't heard.
You're a liar.
I'm not.
All right. Fuck, I'm gonna put you guys on. All right. Oh, you know, this is actually kind of cool because then we can actually go, like you said, be like, oh, which song did you like better?
Boom.
Bakusu. Bakusu by
Oh,
Digimo.
The fuck is this shit,
Sorry,
dude?
Bakusu
Where do you find these songs?
Yumetuta.
I like kind of
This is-
hope you're
this-
lying,
this-
but I know you're not.
This is an anime opening song.
You're giving. You know what? I almost went with an anime opener, but I was like, nah.
For Soul Eater.
I said I was gonna start it, and then I watched one episode.
So maybe you have heard this song, but
I don't
inadvertently.
remember it. Was it the opener for the first episodes?
For the first season, yeah, I believe so.
Ew. I don't remember it. So, booyaka.
Plus, it's the full song instead of just the opening segment, and the song goes hard.
I also almost gave, not almost, it did cross my mind to give a wrestler's intro music, and I was like, no, that's crazy.
Was that one dude
Which one?
when he's like, "Call my name" or whatever?
Oh, Joe Hendry? No.
Yeah, Joe Hendry.
No, he's in TNA. I don't ever even see him.
Oh,
Except for the Royal Rumble. He was in that. And everyone was super stoked as soon as he showed up.
Joe Hendry.
I
Think he's gonna make a
believe in
return?
Joe Hendry.
I think he's gonna make a return for WrestleMania.
I mean, maybe he's the champion at TNA, so why would he?
I
Or
did not know that.
He's a champion in TNA. Oh, I don't watch TNA, so the
Alright.
Hardy Boys are tag team champions in TNA.
That's right. That's right. It's all because I got to meet Matt Hardy too.
They were on NXT.
We
like
got to
2
meet him.
weeks ago.
I whispered in his ear. I was like, "Dude, you gotta be the champs, bro."
Gotta be the champs, man.
All right.
Yeah, so listen to the music, everybody.
Let me know what you think. Let me
Will
know what
do.
you think.
Yep. Yeah. And
I already
each
got
of us-
another one queued up for you.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
we'll
yeah,
pick.
brother.
We'll pick the song too. Well, like when we go over next week, we'll pick which one we liked better out of the recommendations too.
Mm-hmm. And if
Should've
that's something
gave
you guys
one
want to
good
do,
song and one shitty song.
don't do that. If we move
Let's
forward
wait
and
till we get to
continue,
like Trippy Red.
dude, okay. You want to know something? Rappers
Derek.
and musicians like Trippy Red, fucking Lil Uzi Vert, yeah, him fucking too. Kodak Black, him fucking too. All these fucks I have tried so many times because people fucking are like, they suck. Every single one of them is garbage.
you were listening to it, bro.
He sucks. Fucking Uzi sucks. Kodak
I think
sucks.
every one
They're
of
all
them
garbage.
has songs that I enjoy, but there is with some like Trippy Red, far more of his shit outweighs what I like than what I don't like. Like,
Needle in the haystacks.
yeah, like he has like three
Or, sorry,
songs
Hay
where I'm like,
Needle Stacks.
yes, this is a good song. Maybe 5 that I can really say, but he has like albums or like his new fucking album with Travis Barker. I was considering giving you a song off of that because I don't like any song on there and it's rock, but holy fuck is it bad. Like
Yeah,
he's yelling and screaming and there's no melody to it. It's really, I almost did recommend one of those. I may at some point we'll get around to it. But
disgusting.
yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
listen to
gross.
it now and hate myself just so you can't recommend it.
But
The
yes,
only thing that I
they're
like,
like-
and
I like Lil Uzi Vert the most out of all of them. He has the most consistent songs, but his
He
most
also
recent
sucks.
album was so bad. Eternal Awake or whatever the fuck, so bad. And
There-
again, it was
there's-
all that rock screaming. They're trying to do that thing
Yeah.
that Lil Wayne did when he did his Rebirth album, and it's like, no, I'm sorry.
The only thing from Lil Uzi Vert that I like is the first minute of Tour Life or whatever that fucking song is called.
I like his
XO,
personality
yeah.
more than his
I
rapping
like the
career.
minute of that song, and then I don't care about it anymore. I've
I
tried
like
all of
his
them
love for
numerous
anime.
times. It's yeah, sure. They're all ass garbage. Waste of fucking time.
But with that said, we
But
can.
you know, real quick, if we're gonna continue going with 2 songs, chill, bruh. If we're gonna continue going with 2 songs moving forward, I'm not gonna always pick 2 songs from the same artist. I was just torn between those 2
Yeah, you're
songs.
crazy for that. Actually,
Not really.
I'm joking.
Like I said, I was just torn between those 2, and I just didn't know which one to pick.
Yeah.
So I will pick different stuff moving forward.
Check out that Yelork, Digimo, Lil Staples, Necrobloblicon. All right. That was not cool. No, I'm just-
No, it wasn't.
All right, Derek, you want to take
Hey,
us
you
home?
know what, everybody? I'm really glad that you guys were here with us. We're all really glad that you were here with us. We love you all very much. Hope you guys have a fantastic evening. I know I will, because I had a great time here with all of you. Hearts. I don't know. Is that a heart? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching the show.
All right.
We love you guys.
We'll catch you guys next week. Hopefully, everybody has that day off. We'll see.
Thanos.
But we'll see. Well, if you don't see us,
Oh yeah, you saw him do this.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Anyway. Also just keep an eye out for our other streams that we may or may not have. But you know,
Yeah, we might have some Baldur's Gate playing next week. Maybe.
right?
We were
Hopefully
robbed
some
of it
split
this week.
fiction. Maybe.
Maybe.
We would have had Baldur's Gate, but someone chose their fucking fiance over their
Significant
friends.
other. That's crazy.
Crazy. What
Life is insane, huh?
a dickhead. Just
He
kidding.
really split the fiction there.
That
All
didn't even make sense.
It's
Todd
late.
ran.
Let's go to bed. All right.
Let's go to bed.
Peace.
Love you all.
Yeah.
See y'all later.